There's a famous phrase saying, women like men, only cheaper. And that's actually the case because the data shows that all around the world, on average, women earn 24% less than men. This is different according to the region. The difference goes up to 33% for South Asia and down to 14% for Middle East and North Africa. But globally, this pay gap exists all over the world. In the US, for each dollar earned by men, women only earn 79 cents. And this even goes down according to your ethnic origin, if you're Latina or Afro-American. In the OECD, the difference is about 15% on average. So yes, this is a reality every day. This is such a reality that there's even an Equal Pay Day on 9 or 10 of November. And the idea is that women could actually stop working that day because that's the day in the year when they start working for free. So what can we do about it? And how can we bridge this gap? Because at the pace that is going, Oxfam says that we will need at least 75 years to bridge that gap. So we really need to work on it as much as possible. Well, first, there are different initiatives leveraging humor, because that can be a very boring subject, let's be clear. So different videos are running on social media on that subject. One is called Pink Sourcing, and it's a funny ad showing that we should actually hire women because they're very well performers, but they actually cost less. There's a second one from Sarah Silverman, setting up a kind of huge crowdfunding campaign to breach the gap between men and women and saying that costs her too much and so much that she might even consider change sex. That would be cheaper for her. Or there's another video on BuzzFeed called A Woman Discovers the Wage Gap. And she actually opens the envelope and realizes the difference with her colleague earning the 100%. And what she says is like, oh, I only earn 78%. So from now on, I'm going to only perform 78% of the job. Anyway, different videos are running to spread awareness on that topic. And what we need to work on is to actually develop more negotiation skills. Because by the way they're socialized, young women especially, and women in the workforce are not taught and trained to negotiate their salary. A study shows that only 21% of young women applying for a first job are negotiating their first salary, and they settle for less. They actually didn't know they could negotiate and that it was appropriate. Women in general in the workforce tend to not negotiate because they're afraid it might appear too aggressive or less likable. So basically we really need to know more about this, and there are different websites like Linen and like Levo online which give tips and different tutorials on how to negotiate better and how to ask for more. There are also one efficient strategy, which is the transparency strategy. Ask your colleagues, ask your friends, even if it's still very taboo, but the secret is actually fostering these wage gaps. So ask people around you how much they earn, especially before going into a performance review or an interview, so that you know which range you're supposed to ask for. There's even a company in the US called Buffer who decided to be transparent on the salaries of everybody. And suddenly the CVs came flooding. You know? So this transparency is also something that we might want to develop. In Iceland now, it's illegal to have a wage difference between men and women. Other possibilities is to actually, for a company to develop more paternity leave, because we know that the maternity leave only is actually leaving women out of the workforce, and the men are actually staying there longer. So any country, especially Sweden, which has developed very progressive policy in terms of paternity leave, have seen tremendous impact because women actually share the load at work and at the house, and they feel like coming back to the workplace. So it's beneficial for companies as well, because they don't lose money hiring and training more people. In any case, this is still an issue that is going on around us, so do ask for more.